Honorable Men Discord. DJ Enuff got the pink slip. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and by all means, if you have an opinion or something you want to voice about this episode, let's talk about it in the comment section. So let's get straight to it. I decided to make this drop outside of the norm of me dropping at 5 p.m. because why? Well, I was gearing up for the retirement of Funkmaster Flex. At least that's what they said, that Funkmaster Flex is retiring. But then some people are saying it's not a retirement, is that he's moving from a different time slot. But we'll soon find out tomorrow, right? Let me fix this. Bear with me, I'm doing something different right now. All right. And I don't have anything to stabilize this. I'm gonna just have to work with it. All right, so anyway, listen. What I'm here to talk about is, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm done. Yeah, 30 plus years. Is there anything to be ashamed of with you being let go at that point? And I ask this of anyone. How many years are you gonna give an employer? Is 30 years too much? Is 30 years not enough? I mean, if you're working for yourself, I get it. And I'm not hating on those that put in 30 years to one particular job, but I'm just asking the question. You know, DJ Enuff got the pink slip, he got fired, but he did 30 plus years. My initial thought on this whole thing is, well, in my opinion, there should have been a contingency plan already anyway. You should have something lined up. I'm not saying he doesn't, but you should have something lined up where, you know, you're ready to move on to the next phase. You gave that company, Hot 97, 30 plus years. How many more years were you planning to give had this not happened? 35, 40? You know, and I know it's a contradiction to what what was mentioned in the Funkmaster Flex episode, which did not air yet. But I definitely spoke on the fact that why does one have to, retire? You know, because some people feel like Funkmaster Flex should retire, right? But why? If he's still hot, if he's still relevant, why retire? So I know I'm contradicting myself by saying this, but the reason why I'm saying this is because in the event, if you get fired after putting in 30 years with any company, we're not just talking about a radio station. If you get to the point where you get let go after putting 30 years for any company, I can't say it's a sad moment. You gave them 30 years. You gave them 30 years. Now, if you gave a company 30 years and you never had any desire or ambition to have something on the side, that might be the problem. But 30 years with the company, you built up a brand, and all you did, and I'm not speaking on DJ Enuff, but all you did was just you just poured into someone else's vision. Whoever's in charge of Hot 97, you poured into their vision. But did you pour into yours also at the same time? Make the situation that you're in work for you. Don't just pour into somebody's, I don't care what the company is, institution, company, whatever, you just fill in the blanks. Don't pour all your life into anything and not pour into yourself, however that may look. And we're not just talking about from a financial standpoint. We're talking about in general. This roller coaster ride that we're on called life, is a one-time trip. There is no enjoying the ride. You get off and it's like, oh, that was a good ride. Let me run back online, like on an amusement park. No. Once you get on this roller coaster, the day you get off is final. So Just keep that in mind when you pour into companies. In the TMZ video, when I looked at it, he looked a little bit sad and distraught, obviously, because he poured his life into it. 3 decades, it becomes your identity. And I understand that. I can only imagine how that feels. I can only imagine how that feels. But at the same time, how much more you want to give them? It doesn't take away his talent. You know, he used to be the road DJ for Biggie Smalls. It doesn't take away from his legacy. He'll bounce back. He'll find something else. You know, as a DJ, you could find gigs, especially when you already have an established name. You have an established following. I'm sure he has followers that loves the way he spins. So he'll be fine. But as far as whether or not Funkmaster Flex had anything to do with it, I don't know. It can't be confirmed. And let's just say it comes out that Funkmaster Flex had something to do with it. You still gave that company 30 years. And if Funkmaster Flex, like some people are saying, is just changing his time slot from 7 to another time slot, why is Funkmaster Flex putting in more than 30 years with this company? He can, maybe they, I don't know if he renegotiated or something like that. I don't know if he's really retiring. But for either one of them, to me, it's not a loss. You gave them 30 years. You spun on the radio airwaves for 30 years. It's not a loss no matter how you look at it. That's my thoughts on it. If Funkmaster Flex is behind it, I think that was a cutthroat move. I think it was foul, especially the way Enuff seems like he went there and he was blindsided by the whole ordeal. So if it was done behind closed doors and Funkmaster Flex had something to do with it, then that's just that's a horrible thing to have to deal with. But it's life. This is why what we can take from DJ Enuff, and I keep saying DJ Enuff because for some reason I feel like I'm going to make the mistake and call him Envy. So if I do, don't jump in the comments and tell me I said Envy. It's by accident. They both begin with an E. But listen, this is why, as you're enjoying this roller coaster called life, make sure you're pouring into yourself. That's the message I want you to get out of this episode. Make sure you're pouring into yourself. All right. And we're not just talking financial. I know every time you go on social media, everything is about the bag, the money, the money. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely would like to obtain a bag, but I don't have a specific dollar amount as far as the bag is concerned. Why? Because it's not so much the bag that I'm concerned with. It's the access to doing things. So I don't have a specific dollar amount. I just need access to continue to travel, continue to pour into this channel, continue to buy hardware for the channel and things like that. But it's not about the bag. It's about quality of life. That's what I want you to get out of this episode. It's about quality of life. So make sure that no matter what it is that you're doing, real estate, healthcare, insurance, taxes, whatever that you finance, whatever you're into, just make sure that if you're working for a company, if there's something that you know that you want to do, pour into it. I don't care if it's something, again, we're not just talking about finances here. We're not just talking about from a financial perspective. We're talking about if there's a book you want to read, if there's a play you want to see, if there's a place you want to visit, a different country that you want to explore. You want to pick up something like a cooking class. You want to learn martial arts. And we don't care what age you are. If there's something that you know inside you that you always wanted to do, but you're not doing it because you're just pouring into an institution or an establishment, corporation, make sure you're pouring into yourself also. Because, not saying this applies to DJ Enuff, but after 30 years and getting blindsided, you start to say to yourself, like, what next? Right? Now, for some of you, you're out there, you're putting in decades upon decades into a job. Some of you, you're not, or some of you, you're on the road to doing that. If you're content with that, then just disregard everything I said. But I'm saying this to those people that are out there that know that they have a burning desire to do more than just work for someone. And I'm not bashing people that work for someone, because obviously I work for someone. You see me here in this vacant office space right now, shooting this episode. But while doing this, I'm also doing something I'm passionate about doing, which is shooting content. Never mind my t-shirt that looks like it's all worn out. This is a worn out t-shirt. This is not my merch. I'm multitasking here, but you get the point. I hope that message came across clearly in the way I intended it to come across. Just make sure you're pouring into yourself, because this is a one-stop roller coaster. Some get off early, unfortunately, the way life plays out. Some get off the roller coaster early. I know a lot of people who've gotten off the roller coaster early. Some get off later. You know, some get off later, but not in the same shape that they got on. You know, just be mindful of the fact that we're on a roller coaster. All right. That's my message with this. As far as DJ Enuff is concerned, he'll be all right. I'm not worried about that guy. I'm really not. I think he'll be just fine. He has a supportive wife. He'll be fine. You know, and I'm not worried about whether or not Funkmaster Flex is behind it. Who cares? He cares, but who cares at this point? You gave that company 10 years. You gave that company 3 decades. That in itself is a resume. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. And maybe sometimes, another thing too also, let me just close on this. Another time, sometimes when you're blindsided, it's for your own good. Because you may have something that you need to fulfill that you're preventing yourself from fulfilling. When you're blindsided, sometimes it's for your own good, because you yourself may need to fulfill something that you're blocking. And I don't think I could be any more profound than that. So I'm definitely going to end it right there. I'm actually impressed with myself with that one. But that's all I have on this. What's your thoughts? As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's only going to get better, because I'm persistent and I'm motivated and I'm ambitious. So as always, I thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes every day at 5 p.m. Although this video didn't drop at 5 p.m. It's okay. We make some special drops from time to time. And as always, stay honorable. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.